Alright me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here once again, and I'm in my kitchen, so you know what that means. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Dave. And today, we're going to be cooking something packed with iron, is extremely high in vitamin A, and is basically a superfood. And I've never cooked it before, and it kind of grosses me out a little bit, and that is liver. So this, right here, I'll get a bit closer, pig's liver. Yes, I picked it up at Tesco for £1.57, and I'm going to try and cook it, and we will see how this goes. I've got a recipe in mind. It involves some shallots, involves a little bit of bacon, and some milk. Sounds weird, I know, but follow me along here. And if you want to see more cooking videos, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, make sure you share it out. And most importantly, make sure you watch it, because if you watch them, I'm going to do more. So if you enjoy cooking with Dave, get that done. So let's start cooking. So the first thing I need to do here is open the liver. Now this is full of blood and God knows what. So doing it in the sink, because I'm going to get absolutely covered, I think. And okay, yeah, there we go. Sloppy sloppersons. Doesn't that look appetizing? Yeah. There's a piece of plastic in there that I need to get out. I'll find them in a minute. Let me chuck this away. Now, am I supposed to rinse this off first? Or do I just put it... Ugh, okay. Oh, I found a piece of plastic. Hold on. There it is, the top bit. Cool. We don't want to eat that. And remember guys, the point of these videos is I'm showing you that anyone, and I mean anyone, can learn to cook. Next we weigh the liver, because I calorie count everything, and we got to see how much is in this, and it's, I doubt I'll eat all of that, but we'll calorie count it, and then if I only eat a portion I'll mix it up. But that's 354 grams apparently. That is a lot of liver, and it's going out of date today, so it's going to be cooked. If not, maybe my dog will eat a bit. I don't know. Right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-put it back in here, but in another bowl, and then add the milk that way so it's easier to drain later. And I'm just getting fucking blood and shit everywhere. You know what? I'm second thinking this video. That's fine. The milk I'm putting with it is just Craven dough. It's just I tend to buy the filter stuff because I don't get through as much of it as I used to. So this is probably going to waste a lot. I'm not calorie counting it because you're not actually eating the milk. It's just to soak it in. Right, I think that's probably enough. It's got to be soaked for, they say, at least 20 minutes apparently. So yeah, we'll get on with the other stuff while this soaks. And of course pop a lid on because it's getting hotter, and we don't want any flies potentially coming into our liver, because that would make it even more disgusting. Shallots. Apparently liver and onion is actually the thing, but shallots is all I had, so we're going to do that. So we're going to weigh the shallot. Put your scales back over. Boom. 49. One shallot. Or do I use two? I use two. 127. Just 30 calories, guys. 30 calories is nothing, mate. That is nothing. And like I said, I'll adjust all this later, because this is obviously more than one portion. So now this is the part where you slice the shallots, right? No. Not for me. This is the part where I get my handy dandy chopper. I know, it's amazing. So, and it's also the part where I embarrass myself because I can't take the fucking thing off. How do we do it again? There we go. See, I show you all this stuff, guys, because it's important. Because this is the kind of thing that you might have to go through learning to cook. And don't get me wrong, my knife skills are okay. But when it comes to things like this, I'd rather just, you know, use a chopper. I'm going to go take the skins off over at the food bin. Turns out I do need to use some knife skills because these don't want to chop properly. So I'm going to chop the ends off. I hope these aren't like onions and make me cry. And then I should, I think, be able to peel them from there. If you're watching this being like, why am I watching a guy peel onions who looks a bit incapable? It's because this series is all about showing that anyone should try cooking, even if you think you're absolutely shit. It's worth it. Do we want any more than this off? I don't know. I know you want like... And if you're watching me peel an onion and it's getting very painful to watch, I understand. I might skip ahead to where this is done. I might not. Depends how generous I'm being with your time. But if anyone knows a hack for peeling these things a little bit faster, do tell me. Right, I think I'm just actually peeling the actual fucking onion now. Ah, there we go. Right, is that bit supposed to come off as well? Well, it is now. Right, that one looks good. I think this bit's got to come off. Oh, I can feel it in my eyes. My eyes are starting to sting. I need a proper hand wash after this, because I do not want to touch my eyes. Alright, there we go. And I did chop these in half. So now what you're supposed to do is just supposed to go like that. And if you can see, oh, show you on camera, it chops. Just like that. So no crying over too many onions. There we go. You just need a little bit of pressure in it. There we go. That's one. Boom. That is what we call onion. Right. There you go. All chopped up. So that'll stay in the box for a minute. There. The liver's still soaking away. Next thing I want to do is clean up the onion stuff and get the bacon ready. This is the bacon I'm using. Dry cured streaky bacon. This is the Taste Difference from Sainsbury's. I'll be honest, not the best bacon I've ever had in my life, but it's alright. Now we're going to use 4 rashers of this. Don't worry, this is all washed. It's going to be washed again. I spend so much time washing. 3. Yeah, there's 2 there. And then 1 more. Boom. And now that will go back in the fridge for use another day, after I wash my hands again. And all I'm going to do, you know what, scissors might have actually been easier, right? Because as you can see, my chopping ability is questionable. So far you've watched me peel and chop onions, put liver in milk, and badly chop up some streaky bacon. Okay, that bit don't wanna. There we go. That's fine. That's all you need. You only need a rough chop. And then that will go for washing. Bacon is now ready. And we're gonna go with some Old Faithful fry light in the pan. Normally you're supposed to use a lot more oil, but I just try not to use too much. The only thing I've used oil on really is salmon, because I like crispy salmon skin. That's probably about 20 calories roughly worth of oil there. And that's fine because you need some oil. I'm just gonna turn the light on just to make sure Here we go, I can see properly. Then we're gonna heat the pan, and I want it on a low heat because I want to soften up these onions. So you'll see when the oil starts to, when the spray starts to go a little bit clearer, then it's time to put the onion in. Keep calling it onion, should I call it shallot? I don't know. So just waiting for the pan to heat up now. This is kind of a combination of a lot of different suggestions I've seen for liver. So there might be a better way. I mean, 99.9% sure there's going to be a better way, but this is the first way I'm trying. But if you do have anything that you want me to try, let me know in the comments, guys. But back to the pan whilst heating up. And then probably don't do what I'm doing, but I like to feel. You can kind of, when you've been cooking long enough with your pans, you kind of know roughly when the heat's right. These are nice pans, actually, some of the best non-stick ones. I ever used Ninja ones or ProCook, and they work very well. And I realised I need to get utensil up to do my stirring. We call that a wooden spoon. Never use metal on metal. Damages your pans. Right, I think the onion should be alright to go in now. Yeah, you hear a little sizzle. That's good, that's what we want. Go. And you just get that a little bit, move around because you want it all to soften up nicely. And you just leave that soften for a little bit. It takes a few minutes. You don't want to burn them, although some people like burnt onions. And I know someone's going to ask, where's the seasoning? It'll be the salt and pepper. That's all I'm using because I want to taste the actual liver today. And you can see they're starting to change colour a little bit, which is good. You want it to go almost like a translucent sort of colour. It depends how soft you want them, really. So you should be able to see that the onions are a little bit browner now. Still not as soft as I would like, but I think now is a good time to put the bacon in. So we'll grab that, and that'll go straight into the pan. And that'll also help flavour up the onions. As you can see, where I did such a spectacular job of cutting up the bacon, we've got nice clumps all stuck together. Don't worry about the clumps, because as they cook, it does separate. So it's not a big deal, guys. Remember, okay, a lot of us, me, we're not chefs. We are just people trying to cook a little bit healthier, and you're gonna go, but David, you're eating bacon, how's that healthy? Well, I'll tell you how it's healthy, because it's streaky, and I calorie counted it, and it works perfect. You've got to have a little bit of something you like to help you eat a little bit of something you might not. So we just want to get a bit of colour on the bacon. Not too much because we still got to cook through. Now we're going to empty out the liver to go into the pan. So this is where doing it this way has come in handy, see? So I can just shake, 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 shake. But you are supposed to pat it dry as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, actually. It'll be fine. I'll shove it in like it is. That is, I don't know if you can hear that sound, but that's not a nice sound. Oh, I'm a child. Now we're back to the pan. And then this is where it might all fuck up. We're going to grab the liver and we're just going to shove it in. And we're going to see how this goes. I mean, it looks lovely. That's me trying to convince myself. Right, so I reckon give it a quick stir around and then let it sit for a minute. I'm cooking it on a very low heat. It's cooking pretty quick by the seams of it, so if I just let it sit for a minute. It says let it sit and he keeps playing with it. Right, we're going to add some salt and pepper on now. Just standard Mixed peppercorn pepper. And we're gonna add salt as well. I don't know. Oh, so much salt. It's fine, it's flavor. I don't need to watch my salt right now, but I just don't go stupid with it. Right, so liver cooks pretty quick, so this is a lot of food. I definitely can't eat all this, but I needed to cook it up, so I just realized I got a massive cleanup job. This has made so much mess. I'm thinking maybe I should have like just put the pieces in and not done it stirringly. I don't know. We shall see. It's not actually looking that bad right now, I'll be honest. Could have been looking a lot worse. Oh, and I've heard this was, so this liver was already like prepped. Essentially, it was already cut up into pieces. You can get liver where you've got like the membrane still on it, and apparently you want to take that off. I've avoided doing that, luckily. But apparently it's very tough a bit that if you don't take it off, it makes your liver a bit shit. So yeah, it's worth checking when you buy the liver. See, now I got to figure out when this is cooked, see. Because yeah, I've never cooked liver before. I'm trying to expand my horizons. Don't forget, guys, in the comments, you're allowed to slate me if you want to. There's not a problem. I do these kinds of videos so you can see what it looks like for a person who ain't chef in the slightest. See, I feel like these pieces are almost done. I want to overcook. How do I know it's cooked on these? I feel like it's very close. I presume you're not supposed to have it like steak where it's like rare. Do I get a knife and cut one? Let's do that. And see what it's like in the middle. So do like this piece here, for example. Still bloody, so I presume that's not done yet then. Some of you are going to be looking at this, just being like, Dave, what are you doing, mate? I don't know. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of goodness in here. There's goodness in the shallots. There's a lot of goodness in the liver. Liver is essentially a superfood. Bacon is, you know, bacon. A bit of protein. And some animal fats, I suppose. That's good. That look better? Maybe. I think so. I think that's by the time I take it out and let it rest, I think that'd be alright. Do you let liver rest? I don't know. And that is liver, onions and bacon. Looks appetizing. So yeah, this is this. We're gonna do a taste test. And yeah. I know liver's supposed to be good for you, but that tastes like fucking shit. I'm sure it's just my recipe. That texture is horrible. It's like a powdery something. Oh, it's stuck in my tooth now as well. Oh, no, okay. So maybe I completely fucked this. That's fine. Like I said, my aim of this channel is to show you that cooking isn't necessarily hard. Sometimes you do make mistakes. Really big, terrible ones. So that's about, I don't know, 3-4 quid's worth of stuff there that I've just destroyed. But yeah, I don't think. Is it something I can get used to? No, it's like chewing it first is fine and then it goes like a powder. Okay, it might be good for you, but that tastes like shit. So maybe someone got a better recipe, because that was terrible. And I got to spit that out. Oh, fucking horrible. So that was another episode of Cooking with Dave. Like I said, these things don't always work out. It's not going to work out. I'm going to go rinse my mouth out, maybe brush my teeth, and then maybe just make a yogurt bowl. Nice and easy today. Because I don't fancy cooking anything else. And yeah, if you enjoy the cooking content, regardless of the result, follow along, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. I love interacting with you guys. And of course, like the video, guys. More likes equals more cooking videos equals more fun with Dave. And I'll see you very, 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 very soon with a new cooking video. And hopefully the next one will be a little bit tastier.